Alright, what's up you guys? I'm here with part 2 of the volume 1 of the complete anthology of Summerslam. And this time we're going to go over the year of 1989. So, like I said, we're still on volume 1 here. So, you have your match listing here. You have your disc. Of course, it just has the year on it. Alright, so first up, we had the opener of the Heart Foundation versus the Brainbusters. Then we have a segment where Mean Gene interviews Dusty Rhodes, which segues into Dusty Rhodes versus the Honky Tonk Man. Mean Gene interviewing Demolition with Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Like I said before, I'm a huge Demolition fan. Mr. Perfect versus the Red Rooster. Mean Gene interviewing Ravishing Rick Rude with Bobby the Brain Heenan. And then we have a 6-man tag match, the Rockers and Tito Santana versus the Rougeau brothers and Rick Martel. And then we also have Mean Gene interviewing the Ultimate Warrior. Ravishing Rick Rude versus the Ultimate Warrior for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm actually a huge fan of that match. That was always one of my favorite Intercontinental title matches. Say what you want. I think it's a very enjoyable match. And then we have Mean Gene interviewing Mr. Perfect, Roddy Piper, Ronnie Garvin, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Ravishing Rick Rude. Now we have another 6-man tag match, Andre the Giant and the Twin Towers versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Demolition. So that's really cool to see Andre in action. Mean Gene interviewing $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase with Virgil. Hercules versus Greg the Hammer Valentine. Mean Gene interviewing $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase with Virgil. And then he also interviews Macho Man Randy Savage, Sensational Sherry, and Zeus. $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase versus Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And then Mean Gene interviews Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And of course we have our main event, Macho Man Randy Savage versus and Zeus. Let's say that again. Macho Man Randy Savage and Zeus teaming up against Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And we actually do have your poster artwork there, your original main event there. So it's pretty cool. It's always nice to have the poster artwork. Overall, this SummerSlam to me, once again, we don't have a world title match. This one's kind of iffy. I'm not the biggest fan of this event, personally. I prefer 88 over 89. And then, I think it gets better as the years goes on, like with 90, 91, 92. This one, it's just, kind of just feels like a regular event. You do have a great Intercontinental title match. You have a decent 6-man tag match and a decent main event. So, it just doesn't feel like a main event worthy of SummerSlam. But, it is what it is. And yeah, kind of like a little precursor with Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake teaming up. Because, of course, they would team up in 93 and everything. So, let me know what you personally think of this event. And I hope you guys enjoyed. For now, this has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.